It's just wild to see that shit like blatantly done and nobody doing shit about it, bro.
I go back to my earlier premise. Like, if your whole strategy counts on not counting all the votes or stopping people from voting, like that should kind of tell you what your platform is. Like,
yeah, shit.
Like the only way they can win is if they suppress
Yeah.
the vote.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That says a lot.
Again, PSA, please vote because they don't want you to.
Definitely go vote.
It's a lot that goes into that, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Y'all ready to start?
I'm ready.
Oh, let me put my Zoom shades on so we can go.
My Zoom.
Like now I'm just imagining work Camille with her shades on and shit.
We had a comment on our yeah, I'm gonna go with the print shades this week. Actually, I'll tell that story on air. Episode 172 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. Miss y'all. I feel like I ain't seen y'all forever. I know it was last week and shit, but
I am the
it's been a
urgent.
while.
Only known as
The urgent.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K Diddy.
Take that.
That was a quick, is that wrong? Just a quick.
That's all I needed.
Anywho, you can find us on our social medias and everything. We have platforms all over the internet. One of them is www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker.
You're damn
Also,
right.
You can find us on Instagram and the Twitter at Technical File.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, we have a page called Technical File Podcast. You can also mosey on over to Technical File Pod Overtime, which is our Facebook group, and you can join in with the listeners, fans, and fam. But do not forget to come on over to YouTube at Technical File Podcast. Check us out.
For sure.
Do that.
Speaking of our YouTube, though, real quick, before you go in the spiel, we had a comment last week, and they were like, I can't even watch this right now because Tim's virtual outfit is making me laugh too much. The hamburger fit was too much. He said every time you talked, he was like laughing, like he couldn't take. He was like, I gotta take a break real quick. We can't.
That was a Phantom of the Opera, bro.
You tried that one. Yeah.
We cleared that up last week. It was not the Phantom of the Opera.
You tried.
It says you.
You was definitely the hamburger.
I couldn't afford the real mask. Leave me alone. Out of my budget this week. I was trying to take the suit back. She ain't got my outfit on.
Oh my God. You can't afford a free virtual fit now, man?
No, bro. They ain't in the budget this week.
A free fit.
A free virtual fit.
I had to return it, bro. Kept the tag on it.
Anywho, Ken.
Hey, man, like I say every week, man, if you guys enjoy being a part of this amazing Tech File fam, share with everybody you know. Your mama, your daddy, your granny, your uncle, everybody. Wherever you at right now, share with that person next to you. We don't grow without y'all, man. So you guys enjoy what we do. We love what we do. Share.
I know you do.
Exactly. Just share it, man.
For sure. I mean, our show got shared at my company meeting this past week, and I was like, oh.
That's
Can't
lit.
make it like, ooh, baby, what are you doing?
Oh,
no.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are mine and mine, not representative of the company that I work for, baby. Understand?
Just so you know.
Understand. We just having fun. It's just jokes, baby. It's just jokes.
Oh, my job don't follow up. Hey, let me take this boy off.
Oh, then you need
Hey, Courtney,
I hate
ain't
you,
got
bro.
no job, so I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Had a whole ass conversation.
Before we got on. Now he thinking about it like, wait a second. We're just gonna see Ken video turn off for a second. He'll come back with a whole new fit.
Exactly. It'll be like Timmy shop every 5 minutes and shit.
Outfit changes, bro. Make sure you get a dressing room.
Shoot, you might need to do like Tim, just put on a little virtual underscore thing on your thing. Yeah, cover up the shirt.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
you
old.
can afford the mask and fit and shit. Put it on a superhero.
Hey, nigga, I'm old. I don't even know how to get. I don't even know how to get that shit.
Gotta get your camera straight.
Hey, I'm saying, I'm struggling to do that shit. You talking about some virtual fits? Goddamn, I can barely turn this motherfucker on.
Eric, let's say that somebody listened to Ken and they told a friend about us, and that friend sent the podcast to them on a platform they don't listen to. Where else could they find us?
Long setup. But you can find us wherever you find podcasts. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Stitcher,
SoundCloud,
SoundCloud,
Spotify, Amazon Music.
Amazon.
I really want to do the AOL music thing every time you say Amazon Music.
Then do it.
What did they do? Damn, I forgot that.
AOL Music.
It would be Amazon Music. That's it. That's
iHeartRadio. Himalaya.
Like a player.
Oh yeah.
Wooshka.
Wooshka.
We was all off on this.
Get your ass up. Ain't nobody hear that.
They definitely heard that. They definitely heard that.
We ain't had it right since we've been in the studio.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody tell you to break that up.
And wherever you're listening to this episode right now, while there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review. 5 stars.
5.
We appreciate it.
For sure. Top listening cities from the past week and international listeners. We're going to give y'all a shout out. So, first, number 1. Ran away with number 1 this week, actually, gentlemen. Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Hey, shit.
What up? I like that here. Tuning in. Y'all see how lit I've been since we won this chip. Welcome to life.
So they didn't follow through when we asked them to. But the minute King gone, y'all thought to fill in the void.
What you talking about?
Showing that
LA.
love. Showing that LA love out here.
What didn't they do? What they
Ken asked them for the challenge for the Lakers to represent, show up, show out.
Oh, I mean, they've been doing that on social media anyways. People don't, man. The listening numbers is reflective, man. That's reflective. Shout out to LA coming in number 1. Number 2.
Admonish our new followers and shit. Like,
Right. Number 2. We got Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the hometown.
What up?
Pump that shit up, though.
Yeah, pump that up. Y'all can't be letting LA out listen, y'all. We from here. Okay, Joe. Number 3, we got Manning, South Carolina.
Okay, South Carolina.
Sorry, where?
Manning, South Carolina.
Like Payton, Eli.
I love South Carolina. South Carolina is beautiful.
Number 4.
Literally never been there.
I've never been to South Carolina either, but I've been to the next place. Number 4, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. All right, y'all here every week. Welcome back.
Number 5, we got Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Okay, K-Town.
Number 6, we got Chicago, Illinois.
Shoutout always in here.
Number 7, we got Racine, Wisconsin.
Race.
You ain't gonna finish the E? You just gonna say race? You just gonna leave that hanging out there?
Who says that?
Ken, he was like race.
No, I said who says that? Like,
right. Hey, Ray Silla, what up?
I'm going to the race. Like, I don't know nobody say that. They don't know what you mean.
Disgusting.
They don't know what you even mean.
No, bro. No.
I had to tell y'all a story after this. I just thought about it. I'm sorry.
Number 8, we got Cypress, Texas.
They go Texas. Suck though.
And let me make sure I'm reading this right. Number 9, we got Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Mm-hmm. I've been through there.
Your eyes got really big with the glasses.
And she was like, say what?
Number 10, we got Westland, Oregon. So shout out to the top 10 listening cities from the past week.
It's a lot of new entries this week.
Mm-hmm.
We're
stretching out a little bit.
Some new people checking in, you know. International listeners from the past week included Belgium.
Hey,
Welcome, Belgium.
welcome back.
Canada.
What's
What's up,
going
neighbor?
on?
Neighbors to the north. We had Spain up in there, like always. Shout out to Spain.
Trusty Spain. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Spain loyal. Spain
Definitely.
real loyal.
Definitely.
And then last but not least, we had Saudi Arabia, another new country for us.
Oh.
It is. We got Ukraine going.
With that being said, love to all of those who've been rocking with us, to the top listening cities, to the international listeners.
Thank
Again,
you.
before we even get into it, make sure y'all rate and review. Make sure y'all share the show. Free way to support the pod. We're gonna give y'all some fire content. So I'm saying something on our names, gentlemen. So please don't make me look crazy out here today.
She's talking to Tim.
No promises.
Talking to who?
He held that who for a long time too. He really wanted to know.
Okay.
His mouth was a ooh, like he was waiting. Let's get into the topics of the week. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone. My mom's supposed to be texting me.
Realize Tim got his robe shirt on. Like, we ain't plugging that man.
Oh, that's yeah.
Are you on the fuck 'em list? Fuck 'em.
Dude, are we all sounding level? Are we sounding like at the same level?
Changing it real quick.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot there's two knobs to talk.
Ken, while Tim's changing, did you want to change as well, sir?
Yeah, let me go ahead and do the old roof. Do the old switch your roof.
I just need douche laughing.
What channel is the World Series on?
Fox.
Thank you, sir.
I haven't watched a pitch.
I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle.
You muted, dude.
Let your spirit
follow me. I want to
fly. There we are. What the fuck? Right there.
What's that? I like a seal.
Okay, Tampa Bay got a run already in the first.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, I haven't watched the second of the World Series. Only thing I've seen is like that the end of Game 4, like with the walk off.
This World Series has been full of walk-offs, crazy clutch home runs, and wild shit. That Game 4 shit was wild though.
I only watched it once, so like, was it scored an error or two errors? Like how?
It should have been an error.
We'll get to the World Series. We're gonna talk about it.
I mean, I was just trying to get the background before we got to that point.
Oh, I got you. All right.
So it was bottom of the ninth, 2-on.
I mean, I get that. I'm just saying, like, on that actual play, like, how was it?
No, I'm thinking about I'm just running through the play.
Okay, gotcha.
And it was a single towards right center. Dude mishandled the hop.
Mm-hmm.
So initially that's an error. Well, it would have been a run scored from second anyways, no matter what, that run from second was coming in. So he got the RBI on that. But the second runner coming in, because dude actually fell.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he messed up on the hop, he fell. Then the catcher mishandled on the swipe. So that's an error as well. So no matter what, that last run is going to be an error. Actually, let me go look at the scorecard right now and see if they actually scored an error.
All right.
Did we get enough people this week for FanDuel?
See.
Yeah.
We did? Okay. I didn't check to see.
If you didn't have Devontae Adams, ain't nothing there point for you to check.
Or Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Or Justin Herbert. Like, Cats is getting loose.
Alrighty then. Pick 'em pool. I won the pool last week, guys. I finally did it.
Congratulations.
I've been slumming, you know what I mean? And I finally got it. Tim came in second
Congrats.
place. Ken and Eric were tied for last amongst the Tech File hosts. This week, though, we have the 1-6 Atlanta Falcons against the 3-4 Carolina Panthers. The Falcons just. If I was a Falcons fan, I think I would need a break from football for a while. They just keep
got hurt.
in some of the most heartbreaking of ways.
And Gurley even knew it. He like, bro, if I put the ball in the hands of the defense, bro, we not gonna win. He's like, everything in me told me to lay down, but I just couldn't.
He tried. He was going too quick. By the time he tried to stop, when he rememred, he had too much momentum.
It's like how Tim be talking. He gets to the end of the sentence, he's like, "Oh damn, I shouldn't say it," but it's already out your mouth. Like,
Like, damn, he knew he was supposed to be on And that's even that sucks because that sends a message to the defense like, bro, we can't trust y'all at all, none whatsoever.
well, I mean, like, it's not necessarily about trust. It's just like it's smart strategy. Like, run the clock down. Like, why take the unnecessary risk? I guess it would be like how I would read it as a defense.
Todd Gurley did that against the Packers.
Yeah, he did. I remember he did that
Years ago when he was he
laid
stopped before laid right on down.
And I get that strategy and I understand it. It's just
like you
time that he had left.
You know
what I'm
that your
saying?
defense can hold it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like, don't put your defense in that situation, which I get.
So the question is, are y'all going to trust the Falcons this week against the Panthers?
Hell no.
No, I'm definitely not trusting them for shit.
I'm going with Carolina. You know they
Yeah.
cut Eli
Carolina
out
got
of
black quarterback, so
Yeah. Yeah, they got Teddy, so
Eli wasn't doing too much for them no way. So
McCaffrey might be back too.
I heard it's a long shot for him to come back this week. Next week feels more certain, but he was at practice with the red practice stuff on, so he couldn't touch him still.
he took it off. He was all
Oh, did he?
theatrical with it. He came to practice with the red jersey on, and then in a dramatic reveal, he took it off and put on a regular jersey. So,
Like he a WWE wrestler, he just
yeah, like he switched from the red brand to the blue brand.
literally.
I've been enjoying wrestling too. I can't wait to get there.
The 5-2 Indianapolis Colts against the 3-3 Detroit Lions.
I'm going with the Colts. They had a bye week. That defense is
I'm gonna go Colts.
ferocious.
Same. Detroit got Evers and Griffin coming, but he ain't gonna play until they play against the Vikings next week. So fun that his first game back in the NFC North is against his old team.
Yeah.
Pass
Colts.
rushers to NFC North teams. I know that much.
Mm-hmm. Wonder who they trying to get to. I got the Colts this week.
That's cool. We're just gonna trade for JJ.
We should. I am all in on that. When I saw that idea flow on Twitter, I said, I'm all in. Please, please. If we come back next week and it hasn't happened, I'm going to be sad. Please.
I would be all for that. Like, yeah, that would be the difference make game changing.
Bring JJ home. The 5-2 Los Angeles Rams against the 3-3 Miami Dolphins. It's Tua time.
It is, and I'm excited.
I think Tua going to win his debut. I'm going Tua.
Yeah, I'm going this too.
It's going to be unanimous.
Brown quarterback, black coach.
Yes, sir.
He's still black.
Brown.
But ain't he like, he's like Polynesian, right?
That's what I thought, yeah.
Something like that.
That's Brown.
Yeah, he good.
The 3-3 Las Vegas Raiders against the 5-2 Cleveland Browns. That will be without star wide receiver Odell Beckham. Tore his ACL trying to stop an interception from gaining yardage.
That's trash.
Boy, they barely got past them damn Bengals.
It was a good game. Joe Burrow
Man, Joe getting better as the season go along. Him and Justin Herbert they both kind of like each game they getting better and better. That's why I can't wait for Tua. Like,
imagine if he had a decent coach.
That's a fact. Yeah, I'm definitely going. I'm
gonna go Las Vegas.
I think I'm gonna go
the Raiders.
Huh.
I'm like John Gruden. Cleveland.
That's fair. Ken, who did you have?
The Raiders.
All right. We got the 1-5 Minnesota Vikings going against the 5-1 Green Bay Packers. The Vikings will be without Danielle Hunter as well. He's done for the season with the herniated disc.
We're going Green Bay and Devontae going for 20 yards.
Yeah, Devontae went crazy last week. Honestly,
He's trying to play catch up.
And then he bust the Vikings ass the first time.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
when he
they
almost
lost
had 200 yards.
They lost on their pass here too, so it's like I know the Packers are really banged up. Like we have a lot of players that are injured. I believe like 15 or 16, somewhere in that range. But I still think that we're a better team with our injuries than they are with theirs. So I'm going Green Bay.
Wait, so I don't see it on here. I don't know if this was this week or last week, but they traded Ngakoue, right? Was that last week?
Oh, Yannick Ngakoue got traded to the
I think
Ravens.
they traded him either the day we recorded or like the day after, I think. But
Right.
I think we may have.
Yeah, just
But
want to make sure we mentioned it. Because like he said, they don't have any of their pass rushers anymore.
yeah,
because he was supposed to. Yeah.
it just didn't work out for him. The 2-4, speaking of not working out, 2-4 New England Patriots against the 5-2 Buffalo Bills. I'm telling y'all, Cam ain't looked right since he had COVID. Since he's come back, he has
And
not.
then he let Jeff Garcia go in on him. I was like, bro, Jeff Garcia let off a lot of shit that he didn't have it on his chest for a long time.
I didn't
He
know
go
they
dressed
were
like
beefing
that.
What was they beefing? Was they beefing?
No, it's just Jeff Garcia took the time to let off his chest. Like I said, it sounded like a lot of shit that he'd been wanting to have on his chest. He's had on his chest for a while. He was just like
he's hated the way Cam has dressed for years, and he finally had an opportunity to get that take off.
Yeah, pretty much, because he's just like, oh, well, why would you dress like that? Like, you don't even dress the way that you play. Like, you bring all that attention to yourself, and you don't even play to back up the way that you dress. So why do you dress that way, knowing that it brings that much attention to yourself? If I was you, I'd come in like a laundromat basket and have the field staff push me to the field, to and from the games, show up, play my games, and get pushed back out the back door until everything is right. And Cam pretty much was like, you know what? He's right. He may be right. I was like,
I took Cam's concept more of a like, you know what? You got it, boss. Because he also added like, in my culture, like we kind of dress up a little bit, like, and you ain't from our culture, so I don't expect you to understand. But you're right. So I took that more of as like I ain't about to have like I'm not about to do this with you right now, fam.
Black people can't do shit. It's what it comes down to. Like everything we do is a problem.
Yeah.
Like I got the clip.
You know, because if he came into the arena in some sweatpants and a cut off shirt, the next day he's not dressing like a professional.
True.
So what do you want from me right now? What do you want? We also had. Oh wait, who's everybody's pick? New England or Buffalo?
Buffalo.
Yeah.
You still going Cam and them?
Always.
I'm going Buffalo. Sorry, Cam. I hope you win though. The 0-7 New York Jets against the 6-1 Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think I really need to spend too much time here. I think.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna have 100 yards each on offense.
Everybody. And yeah.
How did Le'Veon look?
He was fine. Him and Clyde still got more snaps, but he was fine. He didn't get any like passing or receiving yards or anything like that, but
kind of coasting right now.
Yeah, he was fine. Andy Reid's been kind of talking about it more so like depending on the type of defense we're playing will dictate which back gets more run because they're different types of backs. So what a luxury to have.
Yeah.
The 6-0 Pittsburgh Steelers against the 5-1 Baltimore Ravens.
That's gonna be a good game.
The Ravens just signed Dez Bryant to their practice squad, so Dez is in the pipeline.
You got Lamar.
The last undefeated team, will they remain undefeated after this week?
Steelers, man, that defense, I told you, man, even though they missed Bush, that defense is still nice. Then you got Baltimore defense versus dog. That's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna go with Lamar though. I'm gonna go with Lamar. Lamar and the Ravens.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
I'm going Baltimore.
Oh, I'm the only dissenter this week. Okay. Respect that. we had the 5-1 Tennessee Titans against the 1-5-1 Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee. But the Bengals been putting up a fight. They ain't been losing by much, bro. They've been putting up a fight in all these L's. They've been actually kind of fun to watch.
But you ain't.
No, I'm going Tennessee though.
Oh, okay, cool. Eric.
Oh, I said Tennessee.
Oh, did you? Okay. The 2-4 LA Chargers against the 2-4 Denver Broncos. I got the Chargers.
There though.
Me too. Chargers.
All around. All around. The 4-2 New Orleans Saints against the 5-2 Chicago Bears, who looked kind of fraudulent to me last week. Nick Foles looked
with the Bears on.
He got the Bears hoodie on and looked behind him like, who? What team?
Who?
Team gear on, looking around like, damn.
Nick Foles looking mighty mediocre.
Hey man, we shit.
It's gonna be a difference with
That's
y'all.
what you know, motherfucker ain't got shit to say. Like,
Yeah.
man, shit, man.
All you can do is make sound effects.
But, to be
we
fair,
look horrible. I ain't gonna lie. But we're gonna bounce back this week, man. We're gonna get this W. Defense wise, we confident, we ready. We needed that loss, for us to get our bearings. And we're gonna get them out. We're gonna get them next time.
if Michael Thomas back, y'all getting your ass whooped.
Shit.
if he's not, it's gonna be a good game.
That man's played one game this season.
One.
He can miss out.
He can miss one more.
What is one more? What is one more?
If he's missing, then it's gonna turn out to be a really good game.
Well,
So it depends. I'll keep my ear to the ground, but
They
I've never.
ain't gonna be able to stop Kamara. I'm going with New Orleans.
all right.
I'm gonna go with Chicago until I hear about Michael.
Speaking of Michael Thomas, I was watching the post game and on Fox, and Tony Gonzalez he floated it out there. He's just like, he came up with this injury after he got in a fight with the teammate, after he, disagreed with the organization about his injury. So it's like, I don't know what's going on there, but it doesn't smell and sound right. So just put that out there. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to New Orleans.
Okay. New Orleans all around except for those two over there. Over there. Right. I forgot Tim said it too. I was expecting just Kim, but then as I was saying, I was like, oh no. Tim definitely said Chicago too. The 4-3 San Francisco 49ers against the 5-1 Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Russ and them.
Yeah, I'm going Russ and them too. The 49ers are just really banged up.
Well, Wilson damn near for the throw for 500. Just because.
Bro, he just had these
Just
games where like the Doug Baldwins, the Tyler Lockett's, like they always had these one games where they just explode with 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, bro.
Tyler Lockett was owed that because he hasn't been showing up the last couple of weeks. He was due for that. That was due. Those were past.
Yards.
Those were past due yardage. That was past due yardage. It
And that's him and Adams catch up.
was past due. He was owed that yardage. He had to get that back. Also, DK Metcalf, robot man.
Bro, that motherfucker is fast. Motherfucker is fast. He's too damn big for that shit.
He fast.
Buddha thought he was gone, dog.
He
Buddha
thought
took
he
off
was clear.
clean. I was watching this. I had to rewind it a couple of times to find out where the fuck Metcalf was in the beginning of that damn pick. That man was in the middle of all of the traffic. Turned around, moved on, somebody out the way, and took off. Buddha thought he was straight. So he looked back like, oh shit.
I know
see the
when he
picture of a
looked back
coach.
and saw that 14. He's probably wait, what? He looked back twice because I don't think he believed it the first time. He kind of was like, wait. Oh
Adam
shit.
Schefter released the audio. He actually said that as he was on the sideline. He's like, "How you catch up to me?"
That motherfucker was running full speed, Terminator style, bro.
No, you know what he looked like? He looked like Captain America and Black Panther when they sprinting and just like outrunning everybody. He
They
was
had
in a
picture-
crowd of fast people and just like lapping them.
Right. And they had a picture of a coach that was screaming at him on the sideline, dog. I was like, it was like, damn, it's October. He looked like he was screaming out of a horror movie, bro. Like that motherfucker was like, run, bro, run,
Ricky.
right? And he was on the side. You see this, run, like damn, dog.
He saved him 7 though, so that was.
He did, and pissed me off because I ended up with 0 points from the Cardinals defense.
Hey,
I at least got
points.
6 in the host.
I got more
Well, I mean,
points
that's
from the
kinda-
Packers defense.
It's kind of you going up against the defense.
That is very true. I don't know why you would pick that defense.
Listen, that was a last ditch effort, bro. It was a last ditch effort, bro.
I mean, at least they didn't lose you points, I guess. Like,
No, they didn't.
like that.
Man,
It's always pissing me off.
I was geeked in FanDuel this week. I was like, man, I got, I feel good about my team and this and this and this and that. Not having Devontae Adams was a real killer. A real killer. Like, I still had 140 in the FanDuel. Like, I finished 5th in our Tech File League.
Mhm.
Like, if I picked Claypool as my flex, and that's what did me in.
They killed man.
My mans didn't get no love.
He got the juju treatment.
Yeah. Anywho. The 2-5 Dallas Cowboys against the NFC East
Come on now.
leaders, the
Come on now.
Philadelphia Eagles.
4-1 Philadelphia Eagles.
2-4-1 Philadelphia Eagles. That's right.
Come on now. This shit's gross, bro. We know who winning this damn
They
game.
just
Do we?
the Eagles, right?
Yes.
I
Carson
was,
Wentz finna have like 500 yards passing, bro.
you said who?
Both stink.
Carson Wentz. He finna have like 500 yards passing.
He's streaky, bro.
No, he's been putting up 300-yard games consistently this season.
Just mean he on the hot streak.
He's been put up 5 on Dallas shitty-ass defense.
Defense, yeah, they ain't gonna be able to stop them.
No, bro, it's just no.
Well, I forgot. Like Dallas is down to their third string quarterback. So
Yeah. Who's the quarterback?
I think his name's like
you, it
Tell me
might
about-
well be.
Right.
Hey, I'll be out there throwing plenty picks. That's gonna be my nickname first round. Pick 6.
Damn, that's your legacy as a quarterback. And your
It's
nickname is
already-
Pick 6.
It's already Matt Schaub's legacy. That man
Oh,
threw pick 6 in
man.
what, like 3 or 4 straight games?
Yeah.
plenty old picks.
Mm-mm.
Their third string quarterback is Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci.
Like I said,
Oh,
Kay Harris, the
shit.
gentleman.
No, that's
Who?
Bray.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He a rookie too.
You don't
so-
even know who the fuck it is.
He don't know who he is.
And they're like, DiNucci, you're in the quarterback. He like,
He like,
who?
what?
He over there asking who?
DiNucci
He
who?
looking around like King, got the jersey on and shit, name on his back, looking around and shit.
Hey, I'm the only nigga come up with shades on this shit. Like, what the fuck wrong with this?
What purpose, fam, would you have wearing shades on the field?
I'm like, the light's too bright.
It's too bright. It's too bright.
Can we
The
give these
lights.
motherfuckers?
He ain't
Can we
used to
give him
being
a
there.
And the last game we have this week, the 5-2
Come on now.
Buccaneers against the 1-6
Come on now.
New York Giants.
The guys
You know what?
pull it off, bro.
But wait,
Hey, it's Tom Brady against the Giants.
right?
Come on now.
And they
Hey,
ain't gonna
real
have
fuck-
Chris. They ain't gonna have Chris Godwin either. He fractured his finger last
Oh,
week.
But they will have.
But he's still,
they still got Grunt. They still got Evans. They still got Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller.
Yeah. They still got Cameron Brate. They still got Ronald McDonald or what?
Ronald
What's
Jones.
old boy name?
Jones.
Ronald Jones. Leonard Fournette coming back.
I was trying to segue into
Antonio
the
Brown.
Yeah, like
Ain't gonna be there. He's not playing this week.
He's not playing this week. I'm talking about who they got this
it's
week.
still sig- it's like,
You could have waited on your segue. Impatient ass.
I was gonna bring it back around, Eric. I was gonna bring it back around.
This nigga literally named the whole team.
Everybody but AB. Like, that's the niggas he can play this week. Like, yeah, sure, they missing Godwin, but they still got hella weapons available this week.
Yeah, and they got reinforcements coming next. That was gonna be my segue, but
Right. Impatient ass.
right, he jumped in. Trust me. Trust
Plenty
me.
Eric walked over trying to take the ball, start arguing and shit.
I
That
had
ain't
it.
usually you, man.
Hey, I didn't do it this time.
Like you ain't the Carlson.
I ain't
of
do
the
it this
podcast.
time.
Damn.
It happened one time.
I ain't do it this time. So I hear you gotta hear it too.
Real quick injury notes though, since these teams are on a bye, the Cardinals are going to be without Kenyon Drake for a few weeks. He messed up his foot, and then Washington lost safety Landon Collins through Achilles injury. He's going to be out for the season. Now, what was interesting is that Eric Reed, free agent safety, told the Associated Press today, as we record, Tuesday the 27th, that he had an offer to join Washington's practice squad, but he pretty much said, I ain't a practice squad player. If y'all change your mind on where y'all need me at, give me a call. But I'm not on no practice squad, so.
What about Odell?
What about, I talked about Odell
You talking
already.
about Odell?
Dude, can you ring the bell, please?
That was like the first damn thing, bro.
Right.
Yeah, bro. I forgot.
See, he got a little too ahead of himself. Now look at you.
I didn't say it, so I asked the question.
Now look at
Your
you.
ass up.
Now look at you.
Dude be over there slithering in the grass and shit, waiting on motherfuckers. Shut your ass.
Hey, if you come for him, then you better be ready. You better be tight. Pause.
Ooh.
Shout out.
Gross, bro.
I know.
Gross, bro. But I don't know what you on tonight. Stop trying to say that nigga. See, that's what you did. You tried to say that nigga. You slipped up.
That's how I talk, but I know how y'all think, so I had to clear it up. Anywho. Anywho, we do want to also say big congrats to Ron Rivera, the coach of the Washington football team. He finished his last round of chemo of cancer treatment on the 26th. So shout out to you.
Congratulations, sir.
Hoping that you keep healing well, sir. This was fun for me. In our Facebook group, Chris G posted a set of NBA hip hop comps. So I'm going to read through some of these comps, and I want y'all to let me know if y'all think it's accurate. And if you don't, tell me who you think is a better fit. Okay?
Okay.
Now, first up, we have LeBron James and his music equivalent, Drake. Now, the picture says this is why. Both come with their own stimulus package. They're known for their dominance over a long period of time. They changed the way the game is played. They love teaming up with great features, and their final form includes a beard.
Sounds about right to me.
The beard got you. It was the beard part, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
I think, some people might think it's disrespectful to LeBron, but I think Drake's
That's
great.
That's where I'm kind of leaning.
Drake?
Not like disrespect, just that I feel like Drake is way more disrespected as far as like GOAT status in rap than LeBron is in basketball.
I'll give you that.
All because of that ghostwriting thing, but
He's still ghost status.
Drake's a legend to me.
Yeah.
Oh, he go down.
No, real talk. Nigga.
Like it's crazy. We're in what year 11 or 12, and he's still
That nigga.
Because I mean, So Far Gone was a mixtape when we were in undergrad. So
Man.
Yeah, I think like 08. I think that's when that came out. 08, somewhere around there. Yeah. Next up, we got Kobe and his comp Kanye West. Both own the 2000s, mentored by the GOAT, known for being perfectionists of their craft, had near career-ending scandals, constantly called an a-hole.
Yeah.
Wildly successful and heavily influenced future generations.
These are all facts.
Wouldn't have thought about Kobe being Kanye before. Never would have crossed my mind.
Not that they broke like that.
It's too bad Kanye is where he is, that there was like a stopping point of when you could compare him to Kanye, then I would be more like, but Kanye now is just, it's not a good look. But if we're talking prime Ye is prime Kobe, I can get with that.
I'll allow it.
That's a great answer. I like that one. I'll allow that one. Michael Jordan and his comp, Jigga Man, Jay-Z. Widely considered the GOAT, the golden era products, Black billionaires who became owners in their industries, briefly retired during their primes and came back, constantly accused of being selfish.
Yeah.
I can't argue that.
You can't.
I'm good with that comp.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
good
I'm
with
cool.
that comp.
I'm curious who they'll call Nas.
Oh, we got T Mac. He Lil Wayne. And Eric's like, what? Okay, this is why. Monsters in their primes with steep declines. Oh, Jesus, that's me. That's the first one y'all
Damn.
put on here?
Hey, thanks, though.
All right, you got me on board. I can't argue anymore.
Frequently
I see the
pitted against Kobe/Kanye in the 2000s. The precursor to LeBron Drake. Undisputed Hall of Famers. Retired and became media personalities. You should have left it at the first one.
Like it was only the first one.
I mean, and I don't remember was Lil Wayne and Kanye, like, was that a real rivalry? I don't
I
remember.
mean, Mac and Jordan. I mean, not Mac and Jordan. Mac and
Kobe was, but
Mhm.
Wayne and Kanye, they didn't seem to
Oh.
run in the same lanes. Like, it just wasn't.
Yeah, man.
I'm not going with that one.
That's a little weak. It's a little weak.
A bit of a reach.
A little
That
bit.
first one hit though.
Kawhi Leonard and Kendrick Lamar.
I can see it.
It's because they got braids. I know what y'all did here. Anywho, they said debuted it in the early 2010s from and rep LA, prematurely billed as next up.
No,
Prematurely.
Prematurely.
Y'all ain't gonna talk about my boy K-Dot that way, all right? Considered the one person LeBron/Drake don't want smoke with. That's accurate. Generally private / keep to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool.
That's one where I'm like, it's not the best comp, but
it's a stretch.
I can't think of another one, so I'm gonna just let y'all rock with that one. Magic Johnson and Dr. Dre. I didn't see that coming. Universally respected. Dr. Dre and Magic, like they just seem too. But anyway, universally respected, best facilitators of all time, key members of historic LA groups, became owners in their industries.
Yeah,
I'll allow it.
that's cool.
I didn't see it coming, but those are
You got enough evidence there. I guess it's acceptable.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's enough. Next up, we have Larry Bird and Eminem.
Just because they white, yeah.
Right, I was gonna say, like, unless it's just they white, like
that's what it's gonna say, white.
The greatest white.
White.
The first point literally is the greatest white. That's what it says. It says the greatest white. That's what it says.
What?
I'm not sure how else to go in that. I guess greatest white in his lane, but just leave it at greatest white.
Honestly, that's the real, because this one only has 3 points. The greatest white, close friends with Magic Johnson, Dr. Dre, respected and acknowledged by Jordan and Jay.
Wow.
All of that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like y'all only that's only a cup because they white. Like it's
that's it.
That's it. That's the only. Okay. Next up, Steph Curry and Chance the Rapper. I feel like this is disrespectful to Steph Curry. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Chance should
it
be
is, but
Kyrie.
I feel like you can. You said what?
Chance should be Kyrie. Let me hear what they talking about.
Hold on.
Okay.
I feel like it's definitely disrespectful to Curry, but I also feel like you can make a very strong case for it just based off of like superficial reasons.
Okay, so we got this. Another prematurely billed is next up. Again, Steph was already up. Steph has already been
already the face.
So there's no for number one. Change the way the game is played.
Did Chance do that?
No, when did Chance do that?
I don't know.
I was actually out.
Dude, you know when Chance changed the game?
The Chance changed the way the game was played.
I don't know.
I have no recollection of such events.
He brought church into it. Is that what it was? He brought the choirs with him? The trumpets?
Is it the hat? Is it because he wore a hat? Is that what he changed?
Wait, we're number 3?
Right.
Oh, what the fuck? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this. No, he did not. He did not change it. Russ changed it more because I think they're talking about the independent thing, but Russ changed it more as far as that term than anybody. Than he did. And I would say Chance did.
That's fair.
Okay.
Third point, been on hiatus recently.
Curry was playing before the what's his name? Before the bubble.
He was playing, but when the season started, then he got hurt and he went. There was no more Steph the rest of the year.
He came back like
no, he came back before the bubble.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we were talking about why would he come back. That's right. Frequently proclaim their love for Jesus.
Is that it?
And the last point is happy.
Okay, is that it?
I would just say corny and like that can be all encompassing, but yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a stronger case.
Happy. Get the fuck out of here.
Happy, man. We got Russell Westbrook and Young Thug. Hated on despite their unique impact. Never expected to be a top talent. Loves fashion. Almost never slows down. And does them regardless of the critics. I'll allow this one.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't at first, but
you didn't like who?
Young Thug. I ain't fuck with him at first, but I fucks with him now. Same.
Exact same boat.
Yeah.
Opposite way with Russ though. I used to F with Russ, and now I'm kind of like, CP3 and Lupe Fiasco, known for their intellect, can compete with the best of them. Prime in the 2000s is often forgotten or played down. Deeply respected amongst their peers and still doing quality work today.
Okay. Fine by me.
That's cool.
You said what, Eric? Oh, I can't hear you.
Wait, can you hear me now?
No. Yeah.
Oh, I said, is Lupe still doing quality work today?
Yes.
I haven't heard from
he's just putting it out independently, and it's not getting as many spins.
Gotcha.
James Harden.
All I ever see is him like wilding out on social media and playing with swords and shit. So.
He loves his swords and his guns.
A lot of people like the samurai shit.
He love it. James Harden and Travis Scott, Houston boys, started their careers in supporting roles for big talent. Statistically dominant, but not considered in debates for number one. Works with Russell/Young Thug often. Kardashian women.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
The last point, something. I mean, that's yeah. You got
enough evidence,
right? This one I really don't know about. Dirk Nowitzki and J. Cole. Get it done with no features. Extremely consistent. Game and appearance isn't flashy. Mentors the new generation. Cole is still in like the newer gen. Like I mean, I guess he's kind of like an old head now in rap, but
I mean, again, like Drake, like he's been on for
yeah.
I mean, he got Earth Gang
10 to 12 years.
And what is it? His whole crew.
I feel like these descriptions actually fit someone like Tim Duncan more than they fit someone like Dirk Nowitzki. Like, not flashy, gets it done, consistent.
Yeah.
He had features though. But
yeah, but that was still like that was all him.
Right, but he was the leader of it. 3 more. Allen Iverson and DMX. I thought Tim was going to. I don't even need that. I thought he was going to do a DMX part. It seemed like it'd be in character for you. I don't know. Dogs and hood favorites held their own against Jordan/Jay. Frequent run-ins with the law. Disappeared for years after retiring. Known for giving no F's, but being their true, authentic selves no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm good with
it. It had one very dominant year.
Yeah. Yeah.
98 for DMX, 01 for like.
Isaiah Thomas, Pistons Isaiah Thomas, and Nas. There's your Nas comp. Isaiah Thomas. Tough little guy. Beat Jordan J in their prime. But lost out to Jordan J in the long run. Socially conscious and politically involved. Is Isaiah Thomas that plugged in? I didn't think so.
I never heard him say no shit like that, to be honest.
Me either. I don't really agree with that comp. I don't know who I would call Nas.
I would call somebody else.
Yeah, but
I mean, because of the heated rivalry, I can see why they would call him Nas if Jordan is
Barkley,
Jay.
Maybe.
Who?
Barkley's. I could see Barkley being more of a Nas than Isaiah Thomas is a Nas, but I'm not sure if I still think like that's like the perfect fit.
Like the problem is like Jordan didn't have like a peer really. Like he had a bunch of people that's like 2 tiers below him, but like nobody that really consistently gave him a run.
So to
Reggie
the
Miller,
argument,
maybe, I don't know. Like,
since Isaiah does have, Jordan rules, they put Chicago out. I guess that is your closest bet to a Nas if you're going with the fact that Jordan is Jay. Last but not least, Kareem and Snoop Dogg, the uncle that everybody loves, a undisputed great, close collaborator of Magic / Dr. Dre, always speaks up on political and social issues, LA icons. Again, speaking up on political, social issues, Kareem for sure. Snoop talk about anything and everything. Like Snoop ain't like an
and Snoop be saying
activist.
the wrong thing a lot of the time. Like,
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But yeah.
And also, I feel like Kareem wasn't very well loved, but like that.
Maybe in LA.
Maybe.
But since we're talking about music, Chris Jericho and MJF had a musical number on AEW. Like they literally did like a musical where they had
like a Broadway show and shit.
I was hella confused.
But then now.
What the fuck is going on?
Like I was confused, but I enjoyed it. Like it was
Yeah,
like the more I watched it, like I'm like, this is actually entertaining. Like they're like in a weird ass, like I would never know I wanted this, but like I'm enjoying it type of way.
It was more so like I enjoy the performance that they tried to put on. They put on a good enough performance to make it believable, I guess. Like, oh, that wasn't a bad little musical number that they did, kind of thing.
It was different.
Like, I'm still not gonna watch AEW, but like,
I mean, I don't really watch wrestling outside of pay-per-views at this point and just checking in on what's happening. So, yeah, it's
been fun for WWE.
Yeah.
But the musical number was for them because MJF is now considering joining Jericho and the Inner Circle.
Yeah. But real quick.
But it's like NWO, right? The Inner Circle.
Yeah. I mean, not NWO, it's their faction, but yeah.
Yeah.
But let's go back a little bit with wrestling. So last week, WWE Network tweeted about Kurt Angle and John Cena's match at No Mercy back in 2003. Kurt Angle RT'd that with the following caption, quote, "One of my favorite feuds. I consider Cena the greatest WWE superstar of all time. John was consistent and dominant for 15 plus years. Nobody has done it that long, specifically in WWE. Hashtag it's true." End quote. Question, is that true? Is John Cena GOAT status? And like, because when you think about it, the longevity of Cena is the key in what Kurt Angle is saying. Because if you bring up The Rock, if you bring up Stone Cold, their runs were short, especially The Rock. The Rock only had what?
Well, 5 years?
5, 6.
Not even.
Like,
yeah.
Debuted in 96 and he was done by like 2002, 2003, somewhere in there. Like, it was a quick run, but it was hot. So it's like, do you value, so my question to y'all really is, do you value the longevity when you're thinking about greatest, or do you look at the highs of the high when you're looking at like?
But I mean, to be fair, Cena had highs too, like during his run.
Sure.
So
for sure.
It's not just that he did it for 15 years. It's like he did it for 15 years as the face, as the main guy, main eventing, like, and it wasn't like he was putting out trash. Like, he transformed and he continued to transform. And Cena was, I mean, granted, sure, towards the end, like, everybody was tired of Cena winning everything and getting, Cena stuff down in her face and stuff like that. And he only decided to start wrestling and doing 10 moves total. Sure, that's the tell it. But during his run, like when he was hot for those 14 years before he decided to give up, Cena was
before he decided to give up.
Like, bro, we all know he only do like 10 moves now. But before that, Cena was putting on wrestling matches.
No, when he had that US title, because he started adding more moves to his arsenal towards the end, because that's when the matches got really good. So again, GOAT status, I look at it more of a tier. John Cena is definitely in it. Like, he's like, you can't argue who he is. I wasn't even watching wrestling during most of his streak, but I knew who John Cena was. That's how you really know. Like, I was like, oh yeah, John Cena's the champion over there. He got a spinny belt, but I'm not watching it. But I know he got a spinny belt. And he be rapping. That's all I knew. And he wear jorts.
Didn't he used to pump his shoes up?
Mm-hmm.
He did. He surely did.
That's when he was rapping.
Yeah.
Dr.
Nice.
Thugonomics.
This is basic thugonomics.
Giving you straight bars in all his promos.
Spoken
I
word.
want to watch it. Like when he was rapping and all that shit, I wasn't watching his
I used to
wrestling.
like the Dr. Thugonomics.
No, it was always corny. Like it was different, but it is what it was. Like it was. He had some bars every so often, but I just kind of looked at him and be like, he got a spinny belt. Like I'm not taking, like, he got a spinny belt and he wearing jorts. Like I can't, what am I supposed to do with that? Big old white dude with jorts rapping and talking about
When he
basic
started
economics.
doing this.
He was
He
doing
always-
that from the beginning. Yeah.
No, he jacked G Unit so hard. Like I saw like the video of his performance. Like the logo even looked like a fake G Unit logo. Like
You did.
but that goes to the point about his longevity because he started in an era when G Unit was like running shit and was worried of being copied.
That is
Like
very,
5 years ago. Like
that is very, very true. That is very,
That's
very true.
funny.
The NWA, Jesus, I've been thinking about the rap music and stuff, all that. The NBA is planning to continue discussions with the NBPA on the upcoming NBA season. They're proposing that the season actually starts on December 22nd, which is far earlier than we expected. We had recently just been talking about how they were mentioning January, March, February to start the season. But there's like a $500 million incentive for them to get those games started early. If they do, that would include a 72-game regular season, which has tie-ins to like regional networks, another way for them to get more money. They will also be running that play-in tournament for the 8 seed that we saw in the bubble, and they've also been considering having a 2-week mid-season break, like in place of the All-Star game. That's probably not going to happen because of COVID and travel regulations and all that stuff. So,
and is that part of the reason for like the 2-week break is in case they have to, make up games because of cancellations due to COVID. So your 2 weeks off may not actually be 2 weeks off if they were to build that into the schedule.
A smart 2-week schedule in the break to do what you need to do. If you get to be resting, you get to be resting. But otherwise, we got some games to make up. That's a good point.
Yeah.
The NBA prefers to not do a bubble. They're still discussing what travel and game schedules might look like. And they thought about maybe keeping teams in a certain marketplace longer and, playing multiple games, kind of like what MLB did with their playoff series or their series. But it should be noted, too, with all these discussions that are going on and looking at travel and figuring people are going to play at, they need to find a home for the Raptors since they reside in Canada. And again, travel bans to different countries and whatnot. Some cities that they could play in, and y'all just let me know a yay or nay if you would be cool with the Raptors playing there. Louisville, I'll say this first. The team don't want to play there because of Breonna Taylor shooting, and I don't blame them. I'm going to give Louisville a nay, too.
Nay.
Hey.
Buffalo.
One quick note about Louisville. Junior Bridgman, former Buck, was actually the one kind of pushing for. He was leading the charge to get them to play there, just because they have an NBA-ready arena. But again, it's a non-starter.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But yeah, no.
Buffalo, New York.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, both. It's close. It's not that far from Toronto.
So I actually did do some reading up on this about the different cities. So Buffalo, they do have like an NBA capable arena, and I mean saying NBA capable is kind of weird because it's not like you don't have fans anyway, or like a full capacity stand. So I don't get why that really matters.
Yeah.
But they were saying that the NHL is looking to use that arena too, so their dates might not be as available.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
As places that don't have other tenants in the arena. That's the same deal for Newark, New Jersey. So yeah, on that.
Sure, because it's still I'm still thinking the New York, New Jersey market for them as well.
Yeah.
And if they're doing like one thing that's been floated is that the NBA is going to try to do like a regional heavy, like a division heavy schedule where you're playing your division rivals more often. So if you put Toronto somewhere else, like it would make sense to have them somewhere in close proximity to the other people in their division, which is like New York, Brooklyn, Boston.
Newark.
I don't think Washington, but somebody else. I don't know. So yeah, Newark or Buffalo will make sense in that regard. Kansas City has been thrown out as an option.
That'll be cool. Kansas City. I can see that.
I mean, Patrick
but
Mahomes is
still doable.
pushing for them to come down to KC.
He is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with that either.
Fort Myers,
What
Florida.
else is down there, Fort Myers?
So that's where they did. So remember, Toronto, well, the Raptors had to come to the States early and start practicing because of like the Canada travel restrictions. So like they worked out, like they were basically housed in Fort Myers at was it University of Florida Gulf Coast something, a college down there. You understand that they had like really nice facilities. Like I think it's on the
Right.
coast. Like it's on the coast, so like it's on the water. It's really nice. The only problem would be that their arena doesn't have like NBA capacity. But again, although it is Florida, so they actually probably might have fans at that point.
Right.
But it's not considered an NBA.
Yeah, and I don't think that's probably like it don't seem like it's conducive to their travel schedule.
Yeah. They also could share an arena with another Eastern Conference team too.
So like they throw out places that don't have other tenants. So essentially like NBA arenas that don't share either another NBA team or with the NHL team. Because at this point, that's really all that you have to worry about because it's not like arena shows are touring at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, your monster trucks and your concerts and, you know, like your Disney on Ice, like none of those are taking up dates. So they pretty much have wide open schedules at these arenas. Only thing they have to worry about is either other NBA teams or NHL teams.
What about Seattle?
Or I guess hockey teams.
They don't have an arena
not-
set up?
That's way too far.
Yeah, it's the other side of the country. Y'all was just talking about how having them
Eastern
closest.
Conference, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Okay.
yeah. So if
So
that
they did throw out Milwaukee. I don't know if that's a real option, but like we're one of the places that would qualify.
had them
for
play
that
at the
right
Mecca, fam. No, I'm playing. I mean, the Panther Arena, whatever it's called now. I'm supposed to say the US. I'm supposed to go through all the names. The US Cellular Arena, the Panther Arena. Man, the Graduation Arena. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Right.
Detroit.
The Disney on Ice arena.
So if the season does start on the 22nd, it's going to be a very quick turnaround. So I'm gonna just read y'all through this timeline, but woo, it'll be like our show will be popping during this time. There's a lot of stuff happening quickly. So, but for the players, Danny Green already said you might not see Brian out here that first week or so because
Brian also said he wasn't gonna play in front of no fans. So
He just did that though, so I think he might change his mind.
November 18th is going to be the NBA draft, which is going to be conducted virtually. Can't
3
wait
weeks.
to watch that. Eric, we're gonna get some draft
that's the
prep.
only thing that's set in stone at this point. Sorry.
Yes. Are you gonna do any draft prep this year? Have you been like into it or not so much because of just how the season's been broken up some?
I mean, like at this point, like I've had like 9 months to really review like these draft. Like this draft stinks. So I don't know how much work I want to put into it. I might do like a Q&A or something. Like I'm not writing anything. Put it that way.
I got you. Proposed
Those got
dates.
day jobs.
November 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there, be the start of free agency.
5 days later.
And actually, that might be conservative at that point. Like they're looking at now, like possibly 48 to 72 hours after the draft finishes. So November 20th, 21st is more.
Before Thanksgiving. December 1st would be the start of training camp, and then the season will start on the 22nd. That's tight, but
That's quick as hell.
and as a Laker fan, I'm just curious, like, how do you feel given that your team was one of the last two playing? But I mean, y'all got the time off, like everybody was off in the middle. Like, there's just teams that are going to be kind of disadvantaged. Like, y'all going to be disadvantaged along with Miami for the deep playoff runs.
Because then we'll have to do LeBron damn near a whole month type shit.
Do you think they would actually? I mean, I could see LeBron resting himself like more frequently. Yeah, I could see that.
I guess it depends on like how the schedule is built. So like I don't know if they're gonna have like back to backs or 4 games in 5 nights. Like I don't know how how quickly the games have to come. So like if it's as if the first month of the season is like you play 15 games in 30 days, like then it may be disadvantageous to sit them for the first month because like you have so many games that you're gonna potentially miss. Whereas like if you bring everybody into camp and then you can just like strategically rest them throughout that process, it's basically gonna come down to the schedule. I think is what.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah, I was thinking more so for the players that's going to be like free agents in the time frame that you have to sign these contracts, bro. Like if you want to get on these teams in time and stuff like that, like you got to make these decisions that used to be able to take weeks. Now you got a week, and then training camp starts on the 1st. Like what?
Yeah.
Like that's life-changing decisions, multi-year contracts, the money that's on the table and shit like that. Like it's gonna be a lot of pressure on these players to make these decisions, and a lot of teams to make these quick trigger decisions because the season starts in a fucking month.
I would imagine like they're talking now, like all that stuff. Like, free agency is going on right now. Like, all they need to know is how much money they have to spend. Like they need to know what the salary cap is. But beyond that, and like, hey, if we get to this number, we can give you this much. If we get to this number, we can give you that much. So like trades are probably like as soon as the moratorium lifts, like it's gonna be like Wells is just gonna be lit up.
Quick fire.
Like,
Yeah.
like it's gonna be like you said, like it's gonna be a fun week. Like
Yeah.
when we have to like recap the draft and open a free agency.
Hopefully Giannis signs a contract during that time too. You know what I'm saying? You know
That
what
literally,
I'm saying?
yeah, because we'll be 2 days within free agency too, I believe.
Put that contract on the table. Hope he signed it. Let's get into the radio for the week. Ken, if people are new here, could you let them know what the radio segment is?
Yes, indeed. This is the portion of the show where we play a song that is sport adjacent. It's either written, composed, produced, created by someone in the sports realm. Tim is our DJ. DJ, give it to me.
Give it to me.
And this is our backstage production meeting.
Yes, sir. So, fellas, this radio segment this week, we are going to be playing Jack Harlow's Tyler Herro. Shout out to Rick, Foresight Building Inspections, for the suggestion this week.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Now, I can tell you, this song does have an intro, Tim, so you will have some time to vamp before they actually get into the raps.
Before they get into the bars.
Before they get into the bar. I shouldn't say they. I should say he. Before he gets into the bars, because Tyler Herro is not rapping on this. It's just named after him. And he was all up and through the video. Yeah, he all up and through the video.
Okay.
Inspired the song. Which, you know what? If we had the time, I would make this a double feature, because if we just doing songs because, you know, named after a player, I want to hear Mo Bamba, because that's my cut. I need to hear some Mo Bamba real quick. But this week is Jack Harlow, Tyler Herro. Ready to go on air? All right. Cam, would you count us down, please?
Indeed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Snapped on that one.
Yeah, he did.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm feeling that one.
I like that one. All right.
I don't know what I expected him to look like, but not what he looked like.
Not-
I knew he was white, but
yeah, he looked like somebody I could have went to high school with.
Listen, I know he was white.
What? You thought he was off-white? I definitely went to high school with someone who looked just like that. Yeah. Former NBA star Shawn Kemp, he is set to open the very first Black-owned cannabis dispensary in Seattle, Washington this week on October 30th. So shout out to Shawn Kemp.
Lit. Shout out, brother. Lit.
Getting into the hemp. I see
Yeah,
you, boy.
man. Good stuff.
This man came back as a pirate.
Yeah.
Shiver me timbers.
Give it me that. Giving me that.
I'm trying to think about what be for Halloween, man.
Hell no.
What you getting dressed for? Where you going?
Look, you just put on costumes.
I'll see how.
Hey, I was just asking the question. Hey,
Don't know what to
I
put on
spent
no damn
$50
costume.
fun costume.
right, I ain't buying no costume to stay in the crib.
He gonna throw that Roman Reigns vest on.
Maybe.
Hey, you
Put
gonna be
the,
Razor Ramon and shit.
They put
You got a
the Rick.
toothpick?
No, I had a Rick James dreads. The Rick James dreads and shit.
So you're just gonna take her costume from last
From
year?
last year, you just gonna
No.
repurpose
I
it?
have my Roman Reigns vest, put on the dreads. I figured something else out. Oh, I had put the bear in the closet.
The bear in the closet. You know what? I'm gonna just keep on rolling. But shout out to Shawn Kemp for opening up his own dispensary. He gonna have Gary Payton there for the grand
I
opening.
left him a little note. It said,
What kind
I'm
of dial
super
was
freak.
that? What is wrong? What is? You know what? Maybe I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I don't think I want to know what you got dials with super freak tags on them for. I'm gonna just push
No
it.
follow-up questions. That's
Kinky
just either go rule with
Kenzie.
Tim.
I figured I'd surprise him. I'm like, this is gonna be funny.
Kinky Kenzie, yeah,
Kinky Kenzie.
showing up.
Cracks again.
The World Series, as we record, Game 5 is going on. The Dodgers are up 3-2 in the series.
So game 6.
Yes. Wait. No, this is you're right. Game 6 in the series. They're up 3-2. Game 4 was wild, to say the least.
Yeah.
A lot of cats are talking about it was one of the best World Series games that they've ever seen in their life. Like,
I mean, it was one of the funnest endings for sure. I
Yeah.
can't really judge on the full game though, but the ending was
my jaw dropped for that ending. I was just like, oh my god, bottom of the ninth, you doing shit like that, bro?
two mistakes, two defensive mistakes.
It was cringe. It was kind of one of those things like, oh, okay, you fucked up in the outfield, you fucked up on the bounce. All right, cool. You get the ball in to the catcher. You think the catcher cool? Catcher just swiping. You expect dude to be there, you just throw the ball away? Like, come on, bro. I know you hurt as a fan. You can be like, what are you doing? Like, just falling the fuck out. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay like, oh shit. Like, but man's fell on the way home. He was out.
I was just gonna say that. This nigga, he fell nasty as it was.
Like,
And still
dirty
scored.
fall, bro.
Still scored. But yeah, I thought the Dodgers were gonna win the World Series. I still think they will.
Yeah. I got the one too.
For sports sake, though, I wouldn't mind it going 7 just to have another game on.
And I can see Tampa Bay pushing it to 7.
Yeah, hopefully we don't sound stupid when this drops. And they actually did it. But if not, hey, I thought the Dodgers were going to win anyways. I'm just hoping it goes 7.
If the Dodgers win, congratulations.
Yeah, we'll congratulate them even more formally next week if they
Mm-hmm.
win. Let's talk about some COVID news real quick. Wisconsin quarterback Graham Mertz, he tested positive for COVID, and he is now in a 21-day medical protocol. He was already the backup starting because the starting quarterback had surgery.
That's
So
trash, bro. He was highly touted too.
he had a good game. I saw that. He only missed one incompletion the whole game. It's pretty
21 for
impressive.
22, I think. 5 touchdowns.
Impressive
Bro.
Impressive game.
Well, he was supposed to be like, he's highly touted. He was highly touted coming in. Like, he was supposed to be our dual threat quarterback, like cold. And he was supposed to be chilling. And he came in and had a 5 touchdown game. Like, oh, this is what we got. All right, cool. Now you got to sit out 21 days.
Yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo, he also tested positive for COVID, so he's actually going to miss his showdown with Lionel Messi, which I know is like a matchup that soccer fans tend to look to since those are two legendary greats. And Orlando, the college bubble, the tournament plans that we normally have down in Orlando, they usually have a bubble. ESPN canceled all that. They pretty much just said that we're gonna refocus ourselves and make sure that teams have enough time to make other plans. But we're gonna try to err on the side of safety, and we don't think it's gonna be safe to be able to do this time around. So
Translation.
y'all do y'all own thing.
Translation. We don't trust y'all. Y'all starting to cancel shit, hide shit. Fuck that. We good over here, boss. Y'all ain't gonna tell us the truth anyways. Y'all get down here and infect the whole part.
That's what you heard.
Yeah.
That was the translation. Yeah, that's
So
exactly what I heard.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was just asking, I'm making sure. Okay. The Titans were also fined $350,000 for their COVID violations related to that team-wide outbreak. The Raiders could be next.
The Raiders probably are next.
Hell in a Cell was this weekend. WWE put their pay-per-view on. 6 matches total, including the pre-show. each match had plenty of time to tell the story. Did y'all watch pay-per-view?
I did. It was pretty good. It was pretty
Ken did not. Eric, did you see anything from pay-per-view?
All I watched was the Roman versus Uso. That's the only thing I care about.
The start of the opening match.
Right
Yeah. Didn't expect that to be the
opening.
opening.
This out of the way right
Y'all should have stayed for the Sasha Bailey match. That motherfucker was
No,
good.
that was a good match. That was a good
Yeah.
match.
I think that was my favorite match of the night.
It was better than the Reigns Uso match. Yeah.
And I mean, like, again, like, I'm only invested in that story. That's the only reason I watched. Not because I was like, oh, I want to see what wrestling.
Oh, for sure.
It was just like, that's the storyline that I'm actually following. So.
Gotcha.
So now that they lost, are the Usos like, how, are they still in the family now? Are they still considered Samoan royalty or what?
I think WWE don't even know. Like,
Right, because they supposed to be
out now both sides.
They're supposed to be
I
ex-Nate.
think they changed it between Friday and Sunday. Like, it's supposed to be like you out the family, and then Sunday, like, well, you just gotta do his.
You just gotta shut up and be a servant. Like, where did this come from? when did we add this to the story? Oh, okay.
Indentured servitude. That's what's happening.
Mhm.
They're okay. It's interesting way to
slavery
go.
angles, but you know.
Right, yeah, I'm saying interesting way to go WWE, but
You had Randy take the title from Drew McIntyre.
was bored.
Really?
Yep,
Oh, Randy Orton.
I enjoyed that match.
was bored.
I didn't mind it. I am intrigued with the storyline now with the Fiend though.
What's that?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, both Bray and Drew McIntyre are pretty much gunning for Randy Orton right now for their own separate reasons.
Okay.
But it was hilarious because last night, like, the Fiend showed up finally to confront Randy for the title. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar willingly go back to an ass whooping to stop fighting somebody else.
Drew McIntyre was in the ring. Randy escaped him and then realized, oh crap, the Fiend is standing behind me. So he ran back into the ring to take that beating instead of
He went back to the ass and be like, you know what? I told Sam, I was like, well, he did just whoop his ass last night for the belt. He's like, look, I'd rather go in here and take these lumps with this motherfucker than deal with you. I was like, I've never seen that.
Like you in a fight with Mike Tyson, you run away, and then Michael Myers shows up. Like, which one?
Like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and.
That's right. Did y'all hear Lil Boosie on Mike Tyson hotboxing?
No.
Mike, listen, I didn't expect it, but Mike Tyson pretty much was like, why you always talking about gay people? What's your problem? Like, what is your problem? Why are they always in your mouth? Are you gay? Huh? Are you yes, to Boosie. Like, are you projecting? Is that what's happening, nigga? Huh? Is that what you on? As he's smoking the whole time.
That's why you can't smoke with Mike. Keep telling you motherfuckers, y'all think it's a game.
And it's funny because you know if that was anybody else, like they would not let them get that question off. Like he was just sitting there like, nah, Mike, you know, like I'm cool, man. Like I don't have no problem with them people.
Nobody in the room gonna move fast enough for that asshole. Nobody. You can't reach for your gun fast enough. He already on it, bro. It's over.
Boosie was sitting there. Boosie even was like, you know what, man? Maybe I talk too much sometimes. Like, man, you know, he was walking everything back. Mike was on his heels. He was like, you know what?
Nope, can't smoke with Mike.
It's funny because you can see the gears turning in Boosie's head. Like, I want to wild out right now. Boosie's Mike Tyson and he hot. Like, I'm not going.
Right, exactly. You start thinking about, like, if I say the wrong thing, this nigga gonna kill me.
Mike Tyson is probably the only dude who could have talked to Boosie that way without Boosie, like, popping off back at him like that. Like,
You would have caught the 2-piece and the biscuit. It would have been over.
Quick. 2-piece. They ain't talking about chicken.
Exactly.
LSU decided to impose sanctions upon themselves and ban Odell Beckham Jr. for 2 years.
Oh, that.
Since they getting investigated by the NCAA, so they pretty much were like, yo, we gonna punish ourselves.
Over here, B.
So you tell me that it was fake money excuse didn't work?
Right.
No, it didn't. After Joe snitched on him, it was a wrap.
Oh, bro,
Joe sat down with a whole interview.
Yeah,
he gave us real money.
Yeah, he was cashing us out. I ain't going back there next year, so I'll tell y'all. Yeah, he cashed us out. You know.
Right. It was done on that one.
LSU is hoping that they can avoid a postseason ban by telling on themselves, but it remains to be seen if they will.
They pick their own switch and whoop themselves.
Yep. See? Is this good enough?
See?
I've learned by
got a mark right there. I'm good.
Lesson learned.
I don't need no whooping now. I don't need no punishment or nothing.
I have punished myself enough.
Myself. I'm good.
Please trust that.
Go outside now. No, bro, you need to take this L.
They try to give themselves the L. Like, look, please. We at the buffet. We are hungry for the L's.
We find ourselves.
They serving them on a platter out here.
Hot and fresh.
Man, please have 4.
Amari Stoudemire, he actually agreed to join Steve Nash's coaching staff in Brooklyn as an assistant. So we got Amari in Brooklyn with Nash, as Nash is talking about how, it's going to be a creative system.
So is Amari a head coach too? He's going to be a head coach on Tuesdays.
So when I seen this, I went to look for Amari Stoudemire's like coaching history. I was like, maybe I overlooked it. But maybe all I seen was he was Nash's old partner, so they made magic on the court together, so they go try to do it in coaching.
I mean, I will say this. A lot of former players do get assistant gigs. Like, that's not super uncommon. As uncommon as, say, someone who's never coached getting a head coaching job. Yeah. But I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm just saying because Kyrie said, like, we all head coaches over here, so... Already get Tuesday PM.
Yeah.
We go pencil them in.
Every third Wednesday.
So Daniel Bryan said that his current WWE run is going to be his last. His contract expires next September. I was talking to the mayor about this, and I was like, "Man, Daniel Bryan gonna retire?" And he was like, "What more does he have to really accomplish?"
That's what he said.
And it makes sense. Like, he had his run. He got to experience what it was like to be the guy, and he got that title for a while. Oh, he got hurt.
Yeah,
prematurely.
Yes movement will live on forever, though.
Yeah, it's one of the. Yeah, it was such a big storyline. Like, when he had
that
that
on his own terms. Like, I think
that too. That too.
Mm-hmm. So I guess he's here to kind of uplift the talent and make sure SmackDown has a lot of good matches on it and stuff like that. Like, I'm here for it. Like, if you're here to push some guys before you get out of here and stuff like that, cool. That's what you want to do.
Yeah. And last but not least, for topic discussion this week, former President Barack Obama. He is going to be featured on the latest episode of LeBron James's HBO show, The Shop Uninterrupted. It is going to air on Friday, October 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern. It was produced under COVID guidelines, and they're going to talk about the NBA bubble, racial justice movement, voting, and the election. So free plug for that. Check that out. That sounds like it could be interesting. Obama is still one of the most gifted speakers I've ever seen before. Like, I saw his speech in Philly that they ended up putting the ether beat behind with some of his bars. Like, charismatic. That man is very charismatic. Looks like we have one blow the whistle this week, so let's get right on into it. When you're ready, Sid.
Yeah, so my blow the whistle. Oh. Yeah, so my blow the whistle is on. Don't make me laugh. This is serious. My blow the whistle is on Washington linebacker Jonathan Bostic. So in Sunday's game against the Cowboys, Andy Dalton was scrambling, went to slide, and mid-slide, Jonathan Bostic launches himself at Andy Dalton's head.
Gross.
Like,
yeah, that was weak as hell.
And now he's in the concussion protocol. Obviously got put out for the game. Like, that specifically is one of the hits they're trying to take out of football. Like, I don't get how in this day and age, after all the, like, you can't claim ignorance anymore. Like, all the research is out. Like, head injuries and concussions are problematic. So, or they lead to CTE. So, using the crown of your helmet to hit somebody in the head as they're giving themselves up, like, that's totally unnecessary. Like, he was ejected from the game, but I feel like that's a suspension. Like, that's a fine. Like, that, you have to seriously, like, deter people from making those types of hits anymore. I'm not trying to vilify Jonathan Bostic, because, like, he's not the only person that still is in that mindset. Like, but I feel like the NFL has to save these players from themselves. Like, you have to make it so egregious that it's like,
you think about that. You think about them dollars that you're giving up, like when you're in that split second. You know what I mean? Like it's not getting through apparently. So I don't know. Like at the end of the day, these are people that are like in your profession. Like the NFL should be a brotherhood. So like you should want to protect the other people that are out there. Like yeah, you're hitting them, and yeah, you know you're going all out. But at the same time, like these are your brothers. So.
Ken dropped his whole phone.
My bad. I was like,
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right, we're gonna head into the blow the whistle, or not blow the whistle. We just did that. We're going into the Tech Top 5 and close the show out.
Ken Share makes his weekly appearance.
distant lover. Lover. Oh, my bad. That's my, yeah.
The live version. The live version. You got if you listen to Distant Lover, it's got to be the live version. The moment that man says distant, all you hear is women go, the whole crowd.
You get panties dropping.
Dropping. Throwing. Ready. Anywho. Last week's Tech Top 5 was best WTECK radio songs. Eric won that poll last week. Shout out, sir. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
There was one vote, and you got it, fam.
Hell no.
People probably saw them songs and was like, I ain't never heard this.
What is this shit?
Who's my vote? Like I want to shout them out.
It was our Inaudible Ruckus podcast. Shout out to Low and shout out to Low.
Appreciate you.
Always supporting. Shout out to Low.
Because one vote.
This week though, since Halloween is this weekend, we are doing top horror movies. Now, I'm gonna preface this right now by saying this is a genre of movies I do not partake in. Okay? Don't like them, don't enjoy them, especially the ones that involve spirits, but I'll tell that story when I get to
those are the best ones.
Well, I will tell that story when I get to my list. Anywho, Tim, kick us off, please.
So I had a hard time with this because I absolutely love horror movies.
And it's like 85 million billion movies.
Yeah, so I'm just going to give some of my favorites. Number 5, it will be Gravediggers. So Gravediggers was a movie that me and Sam watched recently. I watched it before. There used to be like this festival of horror movies that used to come out every year. I don't know why the festival stopped, but it used to come out like with a collection of movies every year from this horror fest. And Gravediggers was one of them, and the shit's creepy as a motherfucker, but they in an insane asylum and stuff like that, spending the night, and yeah, it's creepy as shit. So check that out if you into it.
No, I just saw the poster. I do not like.
Halloween, the 2018 version, actually. We seen that recently too. I've been a fan of Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy Krueger, all of those.
Yeah, that was good.
So the 2018 version was a remake, and they did a really good job with that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Sam never seen like Michael Myers movie or Freddy Krueger or none of that. She was really wasn't into that stuff like that. But when she seen that, she was like, "Oh my god, this motherfucker kind of different." I'm like, "Bro, he don't give a fuck." Michael just you out of there, bro. You in the way. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Insidious. First one that really creeped me the fuck out in a long time.
That's a good one.
Number 2, I'm gonna go with The Conjuring because that came afterwards. The Conjuring is one of the scariest movies I ever actually went to the movie theater to go see. Chick was in the movie throwing popcorn in there and shit like that. It was so damn scary.
So that's 2 spirit movies in a row. All right.
No bullshit. Like it was a group of us that went to Dallas, and I was like, "They, what do you want to do?" I was like, "Shit, I want to go see the scary movie." They was all like, "I don't know. We'll check it out though." So We watching the movie and the part popped up. And the old girl was in like 2 rows in front of us. She's like, oh shit! Popcorn flew all over the place. There's some old dude in there. He was like, oh my! I was like, dog, what the fuck? It was hilarious, though. I've never seen it. That's some shit out of a movie, bro. I've never seen popcorn literally fly.
I'm not gonna lie, the popcorn flying up probably would have scared me. That would have like, cause it adds to the jump factor because you don't expect popcorn to be, especially if I'm buying, like if I'm getting hit with popcorn or if it was behind you, and next thing you know it's like popcorn and like, yeah, that's a lot going on.
Be like Andy on The Office. The movie is shooting at us.
Right. And number 1, I got Dawn of the Dead. It's actually one of my favorite scary movies, and we'll probably watch that tonight. But
is there a few different Dawn of the Deads?
There's like Lands of the Dead, baby.
I dropped my phone up.
Hi. But no, there's Dawn of the Dead, Land of the Dead, and something else of the dead. Night of the Living Dead. I think Dawn of the Dead is supposed to be like further off, but Dawn of the Dead is my favorite because that's the first one that incorporated the running zombie.
The one that came out in 2004 or the older one?
The one that was shot in Racine. Was it Racine or was it shot in Wisconsin?
It was before, yeah. It was in Wisconsin though.
Okay, I got you.
Of course you would like fast zombies, like.
No, but they creep me out, bro.
brand.
That's what they're the scariest ones to me because I'm like, shit. No matter how fast I run, them motherfuckers gonna keep running full speed after me. I'm tired of shit. They still running. That's scary as fuck. I gotta run the slow motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here with your slow ass.
Eric, your list.
The scariest thing in the world to Tim is
The
Fast Undead.
fast.
The fast.
Imagine a bunch of zombies as fast as me running around out there.
No.
That's some scary shit.
Don't
Hey,
want
y'all,
it.
they gonna be eating these bullets.
Hey, speaking of how fast Tim is, y'all realize that Jake from Nerd Ward Order, he's still ducking the smoke for
Playing
the race.
duck. He out here playing duck goose.
Now it's
Last
winter
thing I told
time.
him, I said it don't matter, and he'll probably hear this. I told him, and he can replay it. It don't matter what day, anytime, anywhere. Just go ahead and give me a time, give me a day. Go ahead and square up and take off, bro. Doesn't even matter.
Eric, what's on your list? Top horror movies.
I've maybe seen 5 horror movies in my entire life, so I didn't feel qualified to do this list, so I outsourced it. So this is Ashley J's list. Her honorable mention is Get Out, because the white people were frightening.
Yeah, it's great.
5, she has The Shining, which is the only movie on here that I think I've actually seen.
Oh, crazy ass.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, I'm still scared of.
No, not that one. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of The Signs. I'm tripping.
Shine is with Jack Nicholson, ain't it?
Yeah, and the twins.
I'm gonna say that movie has scared me. I've been scared of Jack Nicholson since I've seen that poster.
Is Johnny.
Not even
Like
the movie, just the poster.
No, just him in them little bars, like that was too much. That's too much.
See, yeah, that's the shit that unnerves me, just because it's like it's real life. Like Michael
Yeah.
Myers and all that stuff. Like that's like okay, whatever. But like you can actually see like a dad going stir crazy and then like murdering his family. So
Like the Amityville horror type shit. Dad's like a shotgun killed his whole family.
Oh my.
Like he said he was possessed. Something told him to kill his whole family and shit. Like they got a whole movie trilogy about that shit too. Like that shit out there. Some
But
crazy
like, is
shit.
it about him actually doing it, or like that's like the premise, and like now he's just like trying to kill?
It's based off of true events, I believe.
I don't know. 4, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Freddy.
3 is Bad Dreams. I've never even heard of that.
Either.
2, Candyman, and 1, It. And she didn't specify which It.
I'm going to assume she means the original.
I hate phones.
Okay. Now, as I mentioned, I don't really watch these. Question to y'all: does A Quiet Place count as a horror film?
Yes,
Yes, it
that's
does.
my favorite movie.
Alrighty
That movie.
then.
They running from monsters, bro.
That movie.
All I needed to know. Number
Yeah,
5. I am going with A Quiet Place because what a
That
great film! What a great film! Like that was just.
That movie cold.
We gotta watch that again because that shit Sam pulled up on me.
I saw that in the movie theater. I think that was a movie that was actually better in theaters because
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
just so many, like being at home, you're able to talk more and like do what you want to do. But in the movie theater, you were also forced to be quiet with the movie being
Yeah.
quiet.
And then you can hear it like every little rustle.
Like you heard
every little
everything.
step, everything. It
The
was-
funniest part though, when we went to go see it, was that there was a couple behind us and the guy goes, they're really not gonna talk the whole movie. And his wife's like, shh, shh. Like, yes, they're not talking. He's like, oh my God. Like, he was upset.
Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Watch the movie.
He was so upset that they was whispering and being he's like, oh my God. Number 4, I am going with, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna change it. I'm flip this. Number 5, I'm going Blair Witch Project.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Number 4, that was one where I saw like this
Ultra
could be
creepy.
real. Like I was sitting there like I don't like this. This could be happening. Number 4, I'm gonna go with A Quiet Place. Number 3, I'm going with Get Out.
Yep.
Number 2, I'm going with Saw.
Okay.
Another movie where I saw it and I was just like, little out there, but not outside of the realm of possibility that I could get kidnapped one day and forced to do things that are just really, really creepy and dangerous and cause me bodily harm. And number 1, the scariest movie I have ever seen in my entire life, Paranormal Activity. And that's when I said, no more of the spirit stuff. We saw that movie. I was in undergrad. We came home. I had 4 roommates, and we literally all stayed in the same room together with the light on. We did not want to leave each other's company. And then when I finally had to go back into my room and go to sleep, listen, about 2 weeks before I was back to normal after seeing that movie, there was things happening, and I was like, I was praying to God, like I swear, I promise God, if you just get me through whatever is happening, I will not play with these spirits no more. I promise you I won't, and I have not. I will not. That's the scariest movie I've ever seen. No, Paranormal Activity, number 1.
All right, so my top 5, and number 5 is Hereditary.
Okay.
What's that?
It's one of the movies you have to just watch. Like, real talk. Like, it's hard to explain. So number 5, Hereditary.
It's got a creepy cover too with a little girl on it.
Yeah. Number 4, Paranormal Activity, all of them.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Oh, well,
all of them weren't good.
I'm gonna say the second one. I really get into the second one. Yeah.
Second was my least favorite, but
I like the ending.
Okay.
All right. Number 3, The Conjuring. Number 2, A Quiet Place, and then number 1, Get Out. And there you have it.
That's the list this week. We hope y'all enjoy your Halloween. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all be on. Be safe. Wear a mask, I guess, if you are insistent upon going out. See, we get to see the baby. I like that. Baby Diddy.
What's that?
See, and this is another reason why I'm like super salty about COVID and stuff, because I can't even like hold the baby. Like I can't even like meet the baby.
We be chilling her all the time. We be chilling.
I love when they that age, because they just want to just sit up on you and just be. You don't really have to do too much.
When they're not yours, yeah. That's how it goes.
Listen, once they start running, I mean, I know they get more like self-dependent as they get older and start running and whatnot, but that's a whole different type of stress at that point.
That's when it gets a little more fun.
Hey, I hear you. I hear you. I gotta get.
Love my son. 8 years now. He do won't. He can fend for himself.
Yeah, I like the cuddle years. I like when they still want to like be up under you.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, that's the show this week. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Reminder again, make sure I get out there and vote if you haven't already. Make sure that you are telling a friend about the show. Put somebody on. Rate and review us. 5 stars or better. Even if you're like, I don't know where to review them at, review us on Facebook, review us on Apple Podcasts, review us wherever you see an opportunity to. We appreciate that. Free way to help out the pod.
We definitely do.
And we hope y'all have a good week. If you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On Twitter, Instagram, and the PSN at Camille Monet, CamilleMonae, because
your mom is fancy.
Thank you, sir.
I make a request
of
our producer. I heard a rumor that a certain song dropped on Friday, so I was hoping you could play that on the outro.
Oh,
yeah, we got your permission.
So we out here with that hot fire.
But yeah, I'm at Bugsburner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Yeah, damn right.
everyday_gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
It's your boy TIM. Ooh, I don't know what I was about to spell.
On the cough and shit.
Run that back. It's your boy TIM KINZ B3 aka Ass Ketchum aka Mr. Give It To Me. Go ahead and serenade us on the way out the door, my brother. Appreciate you. See you.
For sure.